Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another episode of my Minecraft Survival Series. With me, your host, Duty Boy. I am standing here on the edge of the giant pit that I've dug. This is going to be the central kind of core, if you will, of my base. Over there is the villager trading hall that we built in the last episode, which was about a week ago. That episode took me a little over a week to record, and then after that, I felt like I needed a little break. I have managed to do quite a bit of trading. I've got mending on all of my equipment, including my helmet, and I have started work on the platforms of my base. I think already I've kind of messed up by putting this roof on here. I think that it would probably be quite a bit nicer just to have to have this actually be above the ground so that when you're approaching it, it's about 3 blocks above the ground. I think that would be a little bit more ostentatious. And then down here at the bottom, I have smelted up a whole bunch of black glass and I have filled it in so that now you can walk around on here and nothing will spawn and it's perfectly safe. I like it. On today's episode, I think what I actually need to do is do something about this mess that I have strewn on my lawn here. I mean, I've got like random farms scattered around, random sheep pens and livestock pens. This is kind of a mess. I don't really think this is doing me any good here. So today we're going to build a medieval style farm, and it's going to include an automatic wool farm. We're going to pen up these sheep individually, dye them different colors, and start collecting different colors of wool so that I can have all the different carpets I need to put on top of all of my buildings. So here we are in a survival world where I'm kind of playing with some ideas of how I want the center rings of my base to look. This probably not so much. This I really like. I like this for the rings that will go above ground. I think that I'm pretty happy with this, and also we'll have a single water stream for going up and down whenever I'm out of rockets. But again, this is not what I'm going to do today. What I'm going to do today is over here. So as you know, or maybe you don't know, there are 16 colors of wool in the game. There are 16 primary colors. There's also 16 colors of concrete and 16 colors of dye and all that sort of thing. But 16 colors of wool. And so I think what I'm looking at is I'm looking at creating, this is an automatic sheep shearing station, by the way. What happens is that there's an observer block here, and that is pointed directly into the grass block below this sheep. And when this sheep eats the grass, this thing right here will automatically shear it. So we will need an access point in order to get behind here and refill these dispensers. But otherwise, this unit is simply 4 deep and 6 high and 17 wide, and that'll give us 8 colors, and then we will have another set of them on this side of the barn, and where we will be getting all of these colors of wool over and over again. So I'm way up here. I've pillared up to about Y130 so that I can look around at everything on the ground and figure out where it is that I want to build my barn and the rest of this farm. I'd really like to do, again, another fantasy medieval style farm in the same style that I did this first house over here. But it's a farm, and I want to have like large farmland around it, which I will probably never tend to because I'll be creating like automatic villager farms down here in my base. So I need to relocate this to kind of a rural area, if you know what I mean. Because this is the base, right? And it's going to be huge, and it's not going to come up as high as I am now, but it's going to come up really high. And so this is going to be kind of a citadel area, and then there's going to be residences and temples all around it, I think, in this area. I think maybe that area over there. Let's go. I think this area over here could be developed as more of a rural farming type community. So I think I could flatten out this hill a little bit. I could fill in that pond down there, which I don't need. So we could tear down some of this and fill in some of the other areas. We could make a nice flat area here, and we could put the barn on top of this hill. Yeah, and then we could have like basically have levels full of like wheat growing all the way down the side there. But yeah, we could put like we could sort of raise this area and sort of put like a farmer's wall all the way along the river here. And then we could basically have all of this be wheat fields, and we could put our farm, including our barn, and a small windmill up there on that hill. All right, guys, so I've set up my base camp here on the level that I am most likely to keep intact. I'll be shoveling this entire level of dirt off. I'll be filling in little depressions like that and another one on the other side. Hello, Mr. Sheep. I look forward to grabbing you and dyeing you and making you make a bunch of wool. Good. I'm glad we understand one another. All right, guys. So I am going to get started, and I think I'm going to do all this in the form of a third-person time lapse. Welcome back, guys. Hope the time lapse wasn't too long for you there. I am back here on the world, the giant hill that we created. I added a whole bunch of dirt. I want all of these slopes to be covered in wheat so that as far down as this slope right here, there would just be wheat, and then we would have another retaining wall going around the property. The idea is to make it look orderly, but also a little messy, and to have it have kind of a fairy tale medieval appearance. That would be nice. I'm ready to start building the barn, and the barn is where I'm going to house the automatic sheep shearing station. So with regards to where to put the first sheep shearing unit, I want the barn to be on solid ground. Looks like the solid ground basically starts about here. Also, I think I'm comfortable building the first sheep shearing unit here. All right, and then we're going to put a hopper behind it. We need rail on top of that. Shift click to put it there. And we need a hopper minecart on top of that. All right, so now I need to get on top of here. I actually should use regular dirt to pillar up. Now we're going to put grass blocks all over these. I got these by using my Silk Touch pickaxe, of course. And we want to have 3 of them so that they're all kind of self-replicating. We're going to put an observer facing into that block, a dirt block on the back of there, and then we're going to put a dispenser here, and then glass blocks all around. Okay, on the back here, we need to put just a dot of redstone right there. And then after we fill this with shears, this is going to be all ready. First unit done. All right, guys, here's the first 8 units in place. So this is like half of them, and then we're going to build the other 8 units on this side of the barn. But the problem is I don't know where to place the second unit because I don't know how wide the barn is. So now it's time to build a frame for the barn. All right, so this beam is going to be the exterior, and then we're going to have a wall at least 3 long, and then we'll have the back wall here. So switching to 5 on the outside works perfectly. And these are not going to be this nice brick. I'm going to switch it up to something a little bit more rustic and medieval looking. All right, so we got the downstairs level all framed out. Let's see if I can get here. All right, so now we need to kind of go up and over and see how high the roof is going to be. So I have a little bit of texture now by mixing in some cobblestone in with the brick. So I think over here, I'm just going to take this up nice and safe to 5. So this will be 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then let's see, we're going to need to... So let's get this party started by putting 1 there, and then we'll put 1 on the side of it, and 1 on the back of that. So that's the 3 right there. So we'll hook this, and then just to be cute, we'll go up 2. Another stair here. Okay, so 2 and 3, and then we can just go straight across with some planks, 3 planks. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I missed my bed. Yeah, okay. All right, as far as the outline goes, that's looking okay. Yeah, I can live with that. All right, so then I'm just going to frame up the other side as well. Yes, 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 I'm liking it. Okay, so now I've got a little ramp here, and I am pretty much ready to go and get my first sheep. Let's get back up to full health. And then I think I have one of those leads in here for an animal. Yes. Okay, so let's go get a sheep. I've actually been kind of breeding in the wild, and oh my goodness, look at those cows and sheep over there. I'm gonna have to go all the way over there. There are cows and sheep climbing up the mountain. Why are they doing that? Oh, but there's like a gray sheep there and there's like a black sheep. That could save me some effort. All right, but first off, we're starting with white. So this white sheep is good enough. So let's get this white sheep, get a lead around him, and start taking him over. Okay, so very carefully, if this works out, I'm the little dirt stair here. And I can take him up here. And then I'm going to navigate around to the back of this. Oh, he fell. So it looks like I have to make it so that he can't fall. Or so that he's less likely to fall anyway. And I guess we have to put one there too. All right, and maybe we should put them here and here just so I have the ability to kind of move around on top of here when I'm bringing the sheep in. All right, let's try this again. Come on around here. Come on. Okay, now going up the stairs here. You like it, Mr. Sheep. Come on. It's friendly. Come on. Okay, so need to keep... There he is. Got him in. Okay. Okay, guys, I've recorded a lot of footage at this point. Probably too much footage of me getting all of these sheep from the wilderness over there and leading them over here and drawing them into their little chambers. Is that one gone? Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, we've got all 16 shearing stations set up. We've got most of the sheep on this side. I don't have a brown sheep because I haven't visited a jungle yet, and I don't have any cocoa beans, so I can't make brown dye, and I haven't found a brown sheep in the wilderness. I've seen them sometimes spawn naturally on the plains. I can always get these other sheep later. It's going to be basically like the pinks, the magentas, the blues, and the greens over here, and that's fine. I can wait on another day to get those two, but what I really need to do right now is finish building this barn, and I think I'm going to go ahead and do that in another quick third-person time-lapse. Okay, guys, welcome back. Here we are. We have a finished product, the barn. I like it. I've done a textured floor here with some carpets covering up some glowstone, and that way we can keep the interior, the downstairs lit without having a bunch of obvious torches. And we also have an upstairs area with so that we can this ledge up here, this I guess loft, barn loft, I guess. I surrounded it with lanterns to make it nice, and after I get the sheep, the remaining sheep all dropped into each one of these holes, I'll cover them up, and then we could probably store extra hay bales down here, just like we have outside adorning this. But I wasn't able to complete the whole farm during this episode. I guess that was a bit ambitious. So on the next episode, I'm going to finish this farm. I'm going to put in a stable for horses, a windmill, and we are also going to bury our cow farm in one of those locations. So if you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe. Please, please, please come back for more content. And I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao for now.